Ki Khubor Ka Bate Se TV. Lawan Rashapi Daka Frank Yamaha. Visit Yamaha showroom for big discount and very low down payments only this August. Don't miss out. Contact 96129 51198 or 96129 51298.
Hadin gajingja hak snong tengar. Kinong jungok kai pertai nabar gejala ki bakwa ban wan syangkai suari. Sya jaka jungok kai pertai ki badan hagani gejala. Menta kila keli shwa na kinong peniat ya jaka jungok kai pertai. Hatu kala shngai ne em ban wan sya Meghalaya. Ya kani la pentip dau President jongga Tour Operator Association of Meghalaya. Uba ban lumbla. Ha gajing ikren bat kilat pertai kubor hadin gajing kendu bat menteri rangba gejala. Haga shitarik unailar arjar arpusau, haga bayadei bat gajing syabat jongki kali kamai turis haga senong tengar Dangshan, haga dekot jongga Hinyu Trap National Youth Front East Khasi Hills District. Kadba nakaliang jong President jongga Meghalaya Rural Tourism Forum uba Alan West Karkongor, ula ong bakum kikenhun ki bapenyat yaki kam jongok kai pertai haga jela. Kila ajung murru sya ka sorkar ban buno dagi tourist police kenang ba kanam don kano kajing sya pendik jong ki breu ki bawan kai nabar ka jela sya ki jaka jung kai pertai.
We've seen that the whole country and the world maybe they are all aware that the tourists have been harassed by under DN26. So many of them have started questioning us whether it is safe to come to Meghalaya. You know, now the tourist season is coming. In the next 2 months, the peak tourist season is coming. So some of them have started cancelling their bookings, and some of them have started thinking of other destinations. Now, what we have to do is that as a face saving for our state, we will have to create such an awareness that Meghalaya is a safe destination. So we requested the government that they should come up and then give enough publicity and awareness to the rest of the country that Meghalaya is a safe destination and there's nothing to worry, and you can start your bookings and come to enjoy this beautiful state of Meghalaya. At the same time, we have seen that nowadays, as in other businesses also, it's not only that we should be feel that we are safe in Meghalaya, that is a much beautiful destination that all the tourists will come only to Meghalaya. But we should realize that other destinations also are equally putting up their efforts to market their destination. So now we have a situation where we have to compete with other destinations in the country, that how marketing strategies we should adopt, and what we should tell the tourists what are the advantages of coming to Meghalaya, what are there in Meghalaya, our USPs and other things, that we can say that Meghalaya is not only a top tourist destination, but we have much more to offer than what other destinations are having. So these are the things which we really need the government support, and we feel that such incident will never occur again. And we have mentioned in our letter to CM that we want that Umrah airport should be expanded. We know one thing is that very important for the tourists. They always ask us what about the connectivity, how Meghalaya is connected to the rest of the world, because nowadays nobody wants to waste so much time on the roads. So they all want that if they can get direct flights to Shillong, they will prefer that one. So what we are trying to do is that we try to see that the more connectivity towards our state, and we feel that with connectivity we can overcome those challenges we are facing right now. And with regard also to the transporters, the tourist taxis, what we will discuss is that since tourism is a service sector, and we need lots of capacity building for the service providers, we need that our service providers, that namely the tourist taxi drivers and also the tour guides. Maybe some of the tourist taxis are also tour guides. So they are acquainted with such knowledge that they will be able to cater to the services required by the tourists. Because we have seen many of our local transporters here, they are not aware how to cater to the tourists. They don't know the tourist needs. They don't know what to do with the tourists, even how to communicate with the tourists. So that is the main reason, maybe. That is the reason also why other people have got more advantage than our local operators or local tourist taxi drivers.
Yeah, this delegation is being led by Meghalaya Rural Tourism Forum. We also have representatives from other tourism organizations like the Tour Guide Association of Meghalaya, then the Jantian Hills Environment and Tourism Society. Then we have the Tour Operators Association of Meghalaya. We have the MTDF, MRTF, and also the traditional heads from the concerned tourism villages. So we have met the CM and we have handed over to him a memorandum that express its concern about the recent incident in Tengah, where tourists were stopped by an NGO halfway and sent back to either Shillong or Guwahati. So we have condemned the incident and we have urged upon the state government to handle the situation. Not only Tengah, prior to Tengah there has been incident in Shillong and Tribhoi that has created a sense of fear for people traveling to the state of Meghalaya. So it is the duty of the state government to ensure that tourists are safe while entering the state of Meghalaya or traveling inside the state of Meghalaya. And for us in the tourism sector, we need only one thing: law and order has to be maintained, peace and harmony. So it is the duty of the government to ensure that the state is under the situation where peace and harmony prevails, so that tourism can flourish. We have also not just given our concern, but we have also given our suggestions how to improve situation in the tourism sector, especially with regards to the current issue of the transporter. We have urged upon the state government to improve or expand the Umboi Airport, because we realize that the entire problem is because we are still depending on Guwahati Airport. We are happy to see that the High Court has recently issued a statement asking the state government, the central government and the Airport Authority of India to see that mid-sized aircraft like the A320, which can carry 180 passengers, should land at Umboi Airport. The CM has stated that even the state government is serious about this issue, and he has assured that they will take up the matter seriously. And of course, there are certain things that the Airport Authority of India has also stated, best known to the government. We also don't know about the details, but we have only one thing to say, that if the government of Meghalaya, government of India, and Airport Authority of India works together to ensure that this mid-sized aircraft can land at Umboi, and also not connected only to Calcutta but connected to major cities of India. To start with Chennai, Bangalore, Mumbai and Delhi. I think if we can do this, we are very positive that 80% of the problem that lies with the transportation sector will be solved. So this is one solution that we have offered. Second solution is enforce security, sense of security in the tourist identified location, like Sora, Dauki, then Amlarem. We have mooted the idea of having tourist police, and the CM has welcomed this suggestion, and the tourism department will work on details on how to take forward this suggestion given by us. The CM has also given his idea of engaging local youths. If not entirely, the tourist police will be handled by police department, but also engage local youths. We have also suggested that to take the service of the village defense party, but it has to be organized in such a way that the youths that are being taken as tourist police will be professional in the line of tourist police of Thailand and Singapore. So point number 3 is we also insist on maintaining peace and order in the state, so that whatever we invested. I'll tell you, in the last 10 years, this tourism has expanded to rural areas. And people has made investment in terms of taking loan, either to make a homestay or a guest house. For people in the rural areas, to take a loan of 2 and 3 lakhs is not I mean, it's an issue that is a concern for them if they cannot repay back the loan. So we are also worried about, incidents, stray incidents of the like of similar to Untengar should not be repeated, so that disturbances should not be created in the state that will create fear in the mind of visitors to the state of Meghalaya. Of course, yeah, because with the age of digital media, social media, a stray incident can impact us negatively in terms of how do I put it? A small incident somewhere in Shillong can create fear for the entire country. So, like what I said, from the tourism sector, we are concerned because we have invested a lot. Not only money, we have invested time also. For the last 10 years, we have slogged. So, whatever we have built the last 10 years cannot be taken down in just 1 or 2 days. We are concerned about these 3 incidents that create, again, a sense of fear in travelers. Meghalaya is a well-known tourism destination. So I request even the NGOs that if they have anything to concern about anything to do with tourism, they should engage with us, dialogue with us to find an amicable solution rather than hitting the street. So chasing tourists halfway, I mean, it could be in your case if you're traveling somewhere outside Meghalaya, you're being chased halfway. It's a very bad impression of the state. So once again, I mean, not only the state government, we also urge the NGOs to dialogue with us and find a solution to whatever problem that they have. See, like, I'll give you an example of the case of Untengar. Immediately after that day, there was a cancellation of 30%. So, like what I said, cancellation will happen that day, 1 day after, but the sad thing is that cancellation for the month of September and October has also started. So, like what I said, a stray incident can hamper so much. And we are talking about livelihood here. As of now, like what I said, we have recorded a drop of 30% cancellation, especially for the month of. No, right now, I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's normal. I mean, people, the tourists kept asking about, whether it's safe or not. We are trying our best to say that, I mean, it has ended there and things are normal.
Just one thing here I want to add to what Bhagan was mentioning. Now all are aware that tourism is such a thing that we are always depending on one another. Okay. Now down the supply chain, we have the accommodation providers, we have the tour operators, we have the tour guides, we have the tourist transporters, then we have other factors which are contributing towards the services of the tourism. So there is if anything happens in one sector, means there is a multiplier effect. Multiplier effect goes everywhere. Now, for example, like what we mentioned today, is that even the vehicles passing through the national highways, okay, now if they are being diverted somewhere else, then definitely the roadside amenities, those who are providing roadside amenities are affected. So definitely when that roadside amenities providers are affected, definitely their business goes down, and that in turn also affects the tourism industry. So the tourism industry is such that even one segment. Now what happened in this case is like we are talking about 30% cancellation in terms of accommodation, but we are getting also the other effect in other states. Now not only if the transporters will be losing, now other people, like I mentioned about those restaurants, wayside amenities providers, then even now we have here also a very big chunk of what you call adventure activities providers. So those who are engaged in adventure tourism, so they also are affected. And then other things also, other people who are engaged in the tourism sector. Another thing which is affecting now at the most is that we've seen that a lot of infrastructure in tourism has come up. Now what happened is that we are trying to build up the capacity here. According to our state, we have seen a huge capacity, huge footfall of tourists coming to our state. We are increasing day by day. Okay, so lakhs and lakhs of tourists are coming. So definitely we have to match with the demand. That means the supply has to match. Now when we have supply, we have to increase the supply. That means we have to increase the infrastructure. It means in terms of accommodation, in terms of vehicles, in terms of so many other things which we have to increase. So now if this kind of situation arises, now it that day, it also affects these other things. It also affects in terms of infrastructure development. Now people. Now you've seen what happens now. We saw that you have less people working, laborers are less there, now they are moving out. So definitely those projects, people who have taken loans, now they want to build up their homestays, they want to build up their guest houses or their hotels and all. Definitely that also is affecting. Because why? Instead of completing maybe in a year, they'll take more time on completing before time. So then what happens is that then they have to, pay more money to the banks, they have to expend more. Enough awareness, enough capacity building for these service providers, and that they will be doing a service which should be more in a professional manner, not in just haphazardly. And also that we have to regulate the rates, because sometimes tourist taxis, they overcharge. So that is what we don't want, because the tourists, when they come here, they always calculate. If the destination here, coming to Meghalaya, is more expensive, then they'll take other packages which are other places. So then we may lose tourists. So all these things have to be thought of, and then we have to also, that we have one thing which we have pointed out just now, we have requested also on the Minister of Tourism, that we want a regular meeting of all the stakeholders. We want that a convergence of stakeholders and the government, who is our facilitators, and also with our knowledge partners like the universities we are having here, who are imparting tourism studies for the students here. So these are the things which we want, that we have a regular meeting, we put our heads together, and maybe we can solve all the problems that we are facing.